question then is, what makes you work? And also, what wisdom do you have for other couples?
Well, I say sense of humor for sure. For me, anyways, that I think every day David does something to make me laugh or scares me or does something unusual. I don't know about advice for people. I would just think to, I don't know. I'm not sure. I mean, we're unmarried. I mean, we've even been to a couple weddings that have, sort of dismantled in the time we're together.
Right.
And,
Yeah, we've watched
I've gone to some weddings and I'm just gonna, just remain shacked up because that's worked for us. We want to change it.
Right.
And,
Right. And that's fine. There's no need to, just do your own
sure.
thing.
I think that we both came into this though with a good sense of ourselves and autonomy, and I can certainly keep myself busy and entertained. And if he goes away on long shoots, which he sometimes does. I mean, in the 8 years we've been together, I think we've been to Greece and Hawaii and Italy and Ireland and Spain, all without me. I've all watched it on Facebook. Oh, I'm okay with, because I came into this as a fairly independent person. I've lived overseas many years by myself, and I think that really works for us as well. And surprisingly, since the pandemic, now we're kind of stuck with each other. And it seems to be working out so far. So good.
In all those trips, though, Janice actually did come out and took advantage of me being in England already. So Janice did join me at the tail end of one shoot in England, and we hung out in London for a few days, and then jumped over to Amsterdam for a few days.
Fancy raw food birthday dinner.
That's a story.
Yeah. Well, you see, that works out when he wanted to tag along. But it is good. Okay, so I've heard people talk about that. Like, I mean, just knowing who you are already makes a big difference, and being really confident in who you are, and not being like having to need the other person in that kind of needy way.
Yeah, I think so. We're both in a different stage in our lives, and I was pretty independent and comfortable, and had kind of signed off. And I'm pretty confident with myself. So perhaps that's the secret. I've heard that from a lot of my friends. Or like, as soon as I sort of stopped looking and stopped looking for anything, and really enjoyed my own company and worked on that, then things fall into place. And I think that's can say that.
What's your advice, David? What's your advice?
I guess I don't really have advice as to how to make it work.
Or what makes you guys work?
I mean, just the fact that, I mean, we do get along and we are friends, and I mean, we can go our separate ways, and we're not super needy. So I can tell you all those things work, but I mean, if I was going to give any advice, I'd say if you're in a relationship that isn't working, out the door with a parachute, like bail.
Bail.
So if I was going to give any advice, it would be, if it's not working, then get out. But
there we go.
Well, that is good advice. Because a lot of people think they've got to stick to it and stick around even when it's really not working. Yeah.
As John Cleese once said in Faulty Towers, when he's having a fight with his wife Sybil from Faulty Towers, he's like, "Was that my life?" It's like, "Oh, oops, do I get another? Nope, sorry, afraid that's it. Only the one."
Only one, exactly. So make it good.
No.
Cool.